Hi chat, welcome to another stream. How are y'all doing today? It is Saturday, September 13th of 2025. We are back for yet another stream. Yeah, the plan for today, well, today's gonna be a little shorter stream because I gotta go to a party later. So I'm gonna hopefully get through what I want to get through today. The plan is to fuck around with Docker and figure out how mounting changed in cgroups v2 and see what we can do for there. Because I don't know how it works. We'll find out. But let's say hi to everyone who's here. It looks like Major Tanya, Wusa, and Mr. Swats were all here before the stream started. But that doesn't mean you're first, because D-Delsp was first today. Hello, hello. Mr. Swats is still here. Now we're starting. It's true, it's true. Major Tanya is still here as well. Good, good. Oramus, hello, hello. How's it going? Good to see you. Probably only around for a little bit. These streams always start with my batteries low. Like your phone battery or like your laptop, or... That's an interesting qualifier. Start working on my first university assignment today. I'm writing a script for a presentation I need to record. I don't know if I hate this yet. Oh. A script for a presentation. Couldn't be me. I guess I do. Well, I don't script. I guess I like do a run through of if I'm going to do an actual presentation. But for YouTube, I just click button and live demo and hope it works out. Yeah. Wusa, hello, hello, still here. Nice. Major Tanya, 7 stream streak. That's quite a few. Grid Warrior, hello, hello. Soon TM, indeed. Theodore says hello. Woo! Because there's a capital O at the end. Welcome back. Hello, hello. JJMC is also here. How you doing? Major Tanya says, hi, Anthonk. Welcome to another stream to you, too. Yes, indeed. Oh, fuck, it's 2025. It's not going to be 2025 for long. Not going to be 2025 for long. We're rapidly approaching 2026, it feels like. Like, it feels like the summer just started and is already done. Like, I don't know what happened. It's just gone. It's gone. Priox says, a party on Saturday. How cool are you? I mean, I don't know that going to a party makes me cool. It's an Oktoberfest party, which should be fun, I guess. We'll see. Orma says, right as Anthonk reads my first message, stream crashed. Oh no, and has an ad. Oh no, well, it's not my stream that's crashing. I got no drop frames today. I did reboot all of my network equipment before stream. So hopefully things will go well. We'll see. And these T.Py scripts are very famous. Yes, indeed. Indeed. There's even a repo for them, yes. Although I haven't... Have I... Oh man, I forgot to open... What am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, I don't think I've contributed to it in a while. Yeah, nothing in 2025 from this repo. And only like a handful in 2024. Yeah. I probably should have put some of the things that I did recently in here because I feel like they were instructive enough. But shrugs. Pretty sure it's still 2020? Yeah. If you ask me what month we're in, I'd say May at best. Yeah. Wusa says, summer looks very done for me. Almost wearing a shirt today at home. A shirt? As opposed to not wearing a shirt? You just walk around topless? Which, I mean, that's a vibe. To each their own. Okay, so the thing that we're working on today is this pull request, which is failing pre-commit. Oh, the irony. Where I'm pretty sure this person broke the functionality, but we need to clarify it. Where we have, originally it was reading proc1 C group, and I guess we get to test 4 different environments, I guess. And rmti ubuntu jammy bash. Wow, I feel like it's been a while since I've run just normal jammy. Like what is this? So what version of C groups do we have? We have C groups v2, I think. Holy fucking shit, why is there so much stuff here? Here's container stuff though. Okay, so this is Podman and I believe C groups v2. We would like to also validate C groups v1, which I am pretty sure if I start Vegeti, hello, how you doing? Welcome. Good to see you again. We also got Nwotex. Nwochez. Yeah, I don't fucking know how to say that. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. I do walk around topless, still here. Nice. Bad password. I hope this VM is old enough. Zempron, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Which just says, I'm alone in my house, so I'm shirtless, shoeless almost all the time. Nice. That's the vibe. I guess I do that too, unless it's chilly. And then sometimes I'll clothe. All right, so if I remember correctly, do we have Podman? Do we have Docker? We do not have Docker. Where's my older VM then? Ubuntu jammy bash. What does this have? This has secret v2 also? So I need to go older. I need to go older. Oh man, I don't think I have any of my old VMs around, so we might have to make a new VM specifically for this, which is annoying. Let's see, maybe I do have one. VMs. Oh, I do still have the old ones around. Maybe. Maybe. Why are they not listed? Yeah, why are they not listed? That's weird. What happens if I click on one? Oh, it's there now. Oh god. Oh, regret. Oh, maybe not a good idea. Well, it's starting. This is also 2204, but this one has Docker installed, so maybe this will be the one that we use. Z-Snail says, is that a VM within a VM? No. No. It's just a bunch of VMs on Windows, and the passwords are all bad password. But also good to see you again, Z-Snails. Vegeti says, good, just peeking in for a bit. I have a 5K in 2 hours. Nice. Good luck. Gonna try to break 20 minutes. Wow, that's very fast. Okay, so this does not have Podman, but it does have Docker. Jammy bash. And I feel like this VM might be a little fucked up, so I'm hoping that things actually work. Proc1 C group. This is also C groups v2. Okay, so we need to go even older. But I also don't see. Okay, this is interesting because I'm pretty sure they're looking for /containers. Oh, there is containers here. Yeah. So I guess that does work. Okay, we gotta go older though. We have to go older. I think the only older one I have is 2004. cgroups is a kernel feature. Couldn't you just install an older kernel? No. Can't open machine. Why? Invalid arg. That is interesting. What if we do import? And we go to VMs and we go to here and that is not what I want, I guess. How do I do this? Add? Oh, here we go. Oh, fucking A. Why no worky? We might have to make a VM from scratch. We might have to make a VM from scratch. Yeah. But I'm gonna keep this VM running. Holy fucking shit. Why do I have so many of these open? You can't see them, but I have lots of them open. Okay, so this one, I don't need this VM. So we'll turn this one off. And I guess I need to remake another old VM. We'll see. Waking up in the morning to give sudo a bath is certainly a way to wake up. Oh no. Speed AF, my best is like 30 minutes. Mine is 2110. I want to do sub 20 at some point too. Z-Snail says, do you stream directly from Windows or the VM? I stream from Windows and then the VMs are just windowed on top. And in fact, like, they are literally just windows, and I align them very specifically to the corner. Fuck. There's an easier way to align them. There we go. There probably is, but I just don't know. Don't know. Veggie says, I've been chipping away at it for a while. Nice. The last 5K I ran, I took 4 minutes off my PR. So I feel like I'm not doing the slow chipping away. I feel like I'm just going beast mode and getting lucky-ish. Okay, so I am going to... Fuck, I don't even know if... What, Ubuntu 2004? Is it end of life already? Yes. This is the annoying thing about this. Is... Man, Focal is end of life is crazy. Yeah. I feel like this is going to be an adventure to actually get Docker running and working. Fighting Docker today, but what stuffs? cgroups v2, kernel features, making sure that someone doesn't break pre-commit. Yeah. Imagine trying to open machines, right? Theodore says, wait, what happened? Just came back? I just opened up some VMs and tried to poke around at cgroups. And apparently I don't have any old enough ones because I can't start 2004 for some damn reason. Yeah. Ormus says, I've not actually run a full 5K in a while because I've been busy. I'm working my way back to properly being able to achieve it. Nice. How do you get back to what you can achieve running-wise after a while away? It's just practice. It's just training. Did that download already? No, almost. 4 gigabytes downloaded very quickly, which is crazy to me. Are the cgroups part of the Linux kernel or part of the Docker version? They're part of the Linux kernel. They're a kernel feature. I believe. I'm almost certain it's a kernel feature. But we're going to do a new VM. Old 2004. Why is it giving it a weird icon? Oh, it does think it's Linux. Ubuntu 2004. Put in the right place. EVMs. I think that's all I have to do. ISO, pick the one that I just downloaded. Why did it download 24? Where is it? Here it is. I guess I have a 2404 ISO on my desktop. No, I don't want that. I want this. Product key. We'll give it a few CPUs. We'll give it. Fucking. Let me just put 100 in here. Wow, that was the most annoying input box thing ever. I'm not gonna do pre-allocate, even though it makes the VM faster later. Actually, what if I just reuse the existing disk image? Because I have a 2004 disk image. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Actually, I'm curious if I just double click on this disk image. Hold on, let's cancel this for a sec. What happens if I just double click on this? What are you gonna do? Open with. Why do you have funny icon but not open with? Open with. No, not the Microsoft Store. Fuck off. They moved the little. They moved the little button. Choose an app. Oracle VirtualBox. VirtualBox. Just once. It did nothing. It did nothing. Okay, so let's make a new VM then. I'm gonna try and reuse the disk image because that might save us a shit ton of time. Other EVMs. It didn't make the folder. Okay. We'll not do that because I don't think I need to. Find the one. It's not in this list here. This one. We'll see what happens. I don't expect it to boot. But we'll see. You'll go back to your previous farm faster than it took to get there, just building up to it so you don't get injured by trying to immediately do what you're doing before. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, it's 13:37 o'clock. That's cool. Bad password. Holy shit. It booted. The original Babby box. What just binged? Something binged. Okay. We actually have a somewhat functioning system? And we have cgroups v1, I think. Oh, this does have that information here. Weird. Okay, back to the PR then. Yeah, okay. I was 100% right. Their patch breaks this. Here's some data, for example. Proc 1C. Oh man, I gotta figure out how to mute that. That is real loud. I hope you can't hear that. Maybe you can. Easy Lights here. Hello, hello. How you doing? It's weird because I don't see the Docker thing that we look for in here. Particularly Pythonic, thank you for the resub at 7 months in a row. Appreciate your continued support. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. Maybe we can, but it wasn't too loud. Oh, okay. It was pretty loud for me. So anyway, it's off now, hopefully. Why? Oh. Oh no. Is this gonna work? Is this gonna let me copy and paste now? Hooray! Okay. Holy fucking shit, this is long. Where does it start? Here. What are cgroups? It's a Linux kernel feature to do a lot of stuff. The way that I think about it is it's a resource limiter by associating a group with a process tree or container or other user or all sorts of other stuff. Vifiet says, oh wow, you made Precommit and Flake8. I didn't make Flake8, but I am the person that maintains it. Well, Ian sometimes helps too, but it's mostly me. Belwada's here. Hello, 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 hello all. Sorry for being late this weekend. I have 1,200 kilometers to drive. God damn. 600 are already done. That's a lot of, it's a lot of kilometers. Also, should we call an ambulance for Antonio's mustache? Yeah, probably. Probably. That's probably the correct response. It's not related to the groups you see in ls-a. No, those are normal groups. cgroups is like a much more complicated feature. What is the thing console? Now I gotta figure out how to install Docker here. Which, installing something on an end of life. Actually. I wonder if we can just install docker.io. This will be the really, really old version one, but it'll maybe be good enough. I don't even think apt-get update is gonna work. Unless. Okay, it mostly worked except for that one. I'll just delete that one. Let's get apt-get update working. Whoa, why is the output so short? I know this is the wrong package, but it might be good enough to get what we need. Why is it installing entire Java runtime? Oh, it's not. Okay. Maybe that'll be fine. Shmuel, hello, hello. It's been a while. Good to see you again. What's the problem with Docker? cgroups version differences, something. Yeah. Okay, so in theory, how did we get Docker 26? I thought Docker was calendar versioned. Am I tripping? Yeah, how did we get 26 when we have 24 over here? Weird. Very weird. Anyway. I don't think this is going to work without sudo. Yeah. I'm surprised it did not prompt me for my password, but I guess it's because we just ran a sudo command. Okay, this is a fun one. And then we can do podman cgroups v2 v23. That's a big number. TIL that Docker runs on the JVM, right? I think it was just that there's extraneous packages from me uninstalling everything when I cleaned up this VM and decided it was time for it to die, and I just had not cleaned them up. DB Schneider, hello, welcome, welcome. Viofet says, maybe you get this question too much, but do you use AI assistants for programming? Does it look like I'm using AI assistants for programming? You literally watch me. You know the answer already. Docker.io from Ubuntu is usually fine. Only Docker Compose is bad from that install. Well, I'm not planning to actually use this. It's an ancient machine. So yeah. Isn't the whole point of Docker not having to care about cgroups? Yes, but Docker, in at least modern Docker, utilizes cgroups to make containers functional. So the answer is sort of. Okay, anyway. I don't need this computer anymore. Where's the... Oh, man. I forgot that the power off used to be like this. It's a interesting one. Okay. Did this copy the right one? Yes. So now I get podman. Proc1 cgroups, proc1 mount info. Mm-hmm. Nice. Cool. Is bug in Pregament or bug in Docker? Something's going or mad. So most modern kernels have switched from cgroup v1 to cgroup v2. Pregament has detection for Docker in Docker, but I don't use the features, so it so I don't really care when it gets broken, and it's been broken for a while. And so someone is trying to add cgroup v2 functionality, but the way they did it is to remove the cgroup v1 functionality for some reason. I don't know why they thought that would be okay, but that's the approach that they took. And so I'm like, yo, you can't break this. Yeah. But also, I don't know why they would write it like this. But that's for them to figure out and not me, because I don't care. So yeah, I mean, I thought this would take more time, but that was what I wanted to do today. So I kind of look like, or I kind of feel like we'll do something else now. Salud, thank you, Belwada. Emma's also here. Hello, hello. Viewfet says it is probably their cursor agent in that this looks like AI code. It does kind of look like AI code. Well, they took the original comment and I don't know. The original comment I don't think was AI because it was pretty firmly before that happened. But I don't know why they would use a text regex against decoding the line instead of just using a bytes regex. Like the whole point is to treat this as bytes so you don't have to deal with encoding. But also, I don't know why they would use this syntax instead of the new syntax. But I also don't think this code is going to stick around in this format. So we will see. We will see. But anyway, I don't care. So let me shut down this VM because we don't need you anymore. Don't upgrade. Correct. Power off my computer. Goodbye, channel. Pre-commit anti-AI hook, no commit if you used AI to write it. See, the problem is the easiest way to detect AI is with another AI. So that would be an interesting, difficult one. Okay, remove only. Remove only. Okay, so now I'm gonna, what am I gonna do? I'll just leave this mess. Surely next time I need to boot an old VM, I won't have the same problem. Florenzi, hello, hello. It's been a while. Good to see you again. When was the last time you were here? In June. Also, I don't know why I remember you because you only have 3 messages unless you changed your account name. But something about Florenzi in my brain is just like, yeah. Yeah. That's a good name. Good name. Based on those weird markdown documents? Yeah. Easiest way to detect AI is that every single line has a comma. Yeah, I don't understand why that seems to be what they do. Like, I don't know anyone that would write code like that. Ivan the Raging Python says, hello, Mr. Antonio. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? AI code should have an invisible tag that's AI generated, like an AI generated images. I mean, I think part of their point is that they want to make it look realistic. Oh, you have another Florenzi. Ah, I see. And you were lurking. Nice. Transylvania boys also lurking. Welcome. Good to see you. It's all yoink from Stack Overflow. So that's probably where it picked up the habit of commenting everything. Maybe? But you also would have thought, like, it would be so easy to train that out. Like, I don't know why it still does it. Which seems strange to me. But, that's the tab I already have open. There was something that I wanted to look into, but I don't remember what it was. Apparently Claude is so aligned that it doesn't do homework problems without gaslighting it. So aligned with Stack Overflow, that's pretty funny. That's kind of amazing that you have to tell it it's not a homework problem. Okay, so we have kind of two choices on what to work on today. One is to look at I want to change how languages work in pre-commit, sort of, but it's gonna be a lot of fucking work. So I guess I'll just show you what it looks like today, and then we'll talk about it. So languages. Oh, we have the old theme. Thank you for the theme, but now we're back to normal theme. So the way languages sort of work today is there is tilde cache pre-commit, and this has a little database file. Zombo Coder, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. This is ZomboCom. Welcome to ZomboCom. If you know, you know. Anyway, so there's a little thing here. There's repos which have IDs. There's a bunch of these. And inside them, depending on the language, they have some sort of environment. So for Python, it's like, actually, I don't even remember what it looks like. Py_env dash lang version. And this is a virtual env. For other repos, they might have a different language like Ruby env. Oh, let's make it realistic. What's a Ruby version? I don't fucking know. 99.1. I made it up. But for Ruby and for other programming languages, this might be a full Ruby install. And so you might imagine that you have a bunch of these and a bunch of full Ruby installs, or full Rust installs, or full Go installs, or full whatever other fucking programming language that you might have built a hook using. And so you kind of end up with the situation where there's a lot of copies of this language all over the place. So like problems. Lots of copies of language all over the place. Another like sort of problem is the source git repo is still needed, but sort of useless. And I mean, that's mostly the problems that I have with this. It's kind of these two things. And so I have a little proposal which changes things to look like We still have our little database file here. A languages directory, which has, I don't know, Python. Well, Python doesn't have language support yet, but a languages directory that has like this, and it installs directory, which has, I guess it still needs to have language version in this. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe we change the schema. I don't know. I can't think of a real Ruby version. So what's a real Ruby version? 2.7, sure. I don't think this is a real Node version either. 22. I don't think that's... Aren't they on like 8? 16? I don't know. I made up versions. I have no idea. I think actually installs don't need to know the language version either, because that'll be part of the key. And this is just a virtual env. This has some problems in that, like, there are languages that don't actually what? I guess this would also need to have the pre-commit hooks file. Or maybe it's this. But not actually a Git repo. Just the metadata and the installed state. And the repositories would just be ephemeral. Which would look pretty different than what it looks like today. Pre-commit v5, what version is it right now? I don't think this would be backward incompatible. That seems old. That's because it is old. But yeah, I don't think that it would be backwards incompatible. It just would change the structure here. Easy says, did you hear about the Gemini prompt injection? They put text in an image which you can't see. Only the AI sees it because they convert the image to a smaller size and send it to the AI. They could send all Google Calendar events from the account that use Gemini to other mail addresses. Nice. I mean, anytime. Prompt injections don't surprise me. The systems are not at all built to protect against these sorts of things. And most of the people working on them are not you know, systemsy type people that would understand these problems or know how to fix them or know how to guard against them. Like, these are, like, no offense to data science types, but these are data science types that have not put an ounce of thought into security in their lives. And they're just like, oh yeah, fucking run a full privilege container in production where you download someone's full code base and then run arbitrary commands against it and, you know, do privileged things. Like, no one's really thought about these kind of things. Like, oh shit, well, we're running a container. That container probably has creds in the environment because it needs to be able to do stuff. Shit, now this arbitrary code has access to creds. What? You're talking about programming languages? Yeah, programming languages. Yeah. It doesn't have to support other in real life languages. Now available in Latin and Swahili. Have I told you, chat, that I know 2 words in Swahili? Also, Levinson, welcome. That I know 2.7 cursed. Yeah, that's why I picked it. I know 2 words in Swahili. My mom took Swahili as her like language requirement in college, and so she knows lots and lots of words in Swahili, but I know 2 words, exactly 2 words. Are they swear words? No, but they sound funny. One of them is motorcycle, which is piki piki, and the other is the color gray, which is kajibu jibu. That's the only words I know. I should make sure that I'm not. Let me make sure that I'm not motorcycle. I hope I'm right here, because if I'm wrong, that would be even worse. Swahili. Okay, yes. And if we put gray. Oh, but. Oh no. Oh. Huh. Maybe I'm saying gray, or is it spelled wrong? Because it just says Kijivu. But I thought it was. Oh shit. More translations. Oh shit. Yep, I might be gaslighting here. Oh well, it's close enough. Oh well. Yeah, Google says it's Kijivu and not Kijivu. But what the fuck do I know? Anyway, Pika Pika is correct, and that's the fun one. Yeah, so I guess in order to make this work, you mean someone would do that? Go on the internet and tell lies? I mean, it wasn't really just a lie. It was more just like, I'm ignorant. So, Hep 5, hello. The Welsh for microwave is microdon. It's small jargon, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Hep 5 says, should we do mega backdoor Roth 401k? I don't know enough to answer that. The only time I've contributed to this is not financial advice. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. The last time I contributed to a Roth, what are they called? IRA, was before there was the like backdoor approach, and before I had an employer. My dad was like, "You're gonna want to put money into this now, because it'll be worth it in the future." And I'm like, "Okay, Dad." And I think I put in like 10 grand, and it's now worth like 10x that. So if you can put stuff into a Roth IRA without needing to do, or like legally, even when you're employed, sounds like a good idea. But what the fuck do I know? What is this number? Oh, setup tools. Ariba? What are we running from? Are you running from my not financial advice financial advice? Yeah, so I guess let's look at what Precommit has today and what we would need to support this. Is this the thing that has the protocol? Yes, this is the protocol. So we would have to adjust this protocol somehow. We're waiting for the crop top merch? Yeah. Mexican cartel win. I don't want anything to do with the mob, the cartels, none of that. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I was also thinking about this a little bit, and I wonder if there's a way that I could declaratively represent a language. Maybe I try and do that first, because that sounds easier and simpler. Maybe we try and do that first. So let's see. Installation. Oh, I'm surprised that this ended up happening. Like in order to represent this declaratively, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? I need like a little shitty meta language, probably. So let's say for Conda, we would need what? Assert version default. Does Conda not support language version? Oh yeah. So we probably need no language version. And I think these can just be steps. I don't know. What does it need to take? Little kid says, how's Run Club? I started running again recently. Nice. Actually Run Club has been fun, but the distances are too short for my training plans, so it's making my training really annoying. Like I'm supposed to run 18 miles this weekend, which, what is that in mommy meters? 30 kilometers? Yeah. 30? Is that right? 30 kilometers in miles. Yeah, almost exactly right. Yeah, I feel like maybe a step just takes these. Although I feel like there was something specific with R. Like where it needed to know whether it was local or not. Where is R? Here. R is really fucking complicated for some reason. Oh, it's the run that needs to be specialized based on that. How long does 30 kilometers take you to run? Well, let's see. Depends what pace I'm going at. If I'm running like my casual pace, yeah, it's like 2.5 hours. If I'm running race pace, like my fastest race pace, like my half marathon race pace, it's like 2.25 hours. Okay, so run has all these other stuff. Holla holla Whedon boys. Yeah, it's true, it's true. Yeah. But let's see, I ran 12 miles on Tuesday, only 3 miles on Wednesday because that was with Run Club, and then I ran 10 miles on Thursday, and I'm supposed to run 18 this weekend. Damn boys! It's true, it's true. Yeah, so I think I'm not gonna worry about run at the moment. But R makes this complicated. Am I training for a marathon? Yeah, I'm running one in November, beginning of November. So I'm getting ready for that. Okay, maybe I don't try and do this declarative thing, even though the reason I want to do this declarative thing is why was the reason? I forget. Oh, I think I had the idea of being able to be like recommit, explain, trailing, white space, and it would be something like the hook trailing white space comes from version read 5.0.0. The hook uses language Python to install. And then, I don't know, virtualenv, VM, Python 3, blah, blah, blah. Like, give them steps to reproduce the problem, or reproduce it. JD does dev, thank you for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Raid, darn it. Okay. Desist Dawdling, welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Let me give you a shout out. JD, welcome to the stream. How was your stream? What were you working on? What were you up to? We got the little hornet badge there. Nice, nice. Thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem. I like to use the classic shout out instead of the Twitch one. Because it's better. I don't know. So my viewers click on it. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really like the Twitch one. Anyway, for those of you joining, my name is Anthony. I usually work on open source Python. I have not done my intro in a while, so I forget how this works. Yeah, what do I usually say here? I've created pre-commit, I maintain Flake 8, I do a bunch of stuff in the Python ecosystem. I usually work on like code quality, automation, testing libraries, those sorts of things. But yeah, X, thank you for the resub at 29 months. It's good to see you again. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate your continued support. I hope you're doing well. Oh yeah, I made my text editor Babby. True, true. JD Does Dev says, I was working a little on some game art and then played some Hollow Knight. Silksong, nice, 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 cool. That's good to hear. I assume you're a game developer if you're working on art for a game. I know almost nothing about game development, which is fun, but that's just me, I guess. But how was your stream? What did you get everything you wanted to get done? Also, I completely understand if you need to raid and run. I am a frequent raid and runner myself because I got other shit to do. I got life to live. I'm a web dev, but learning game dev on stream. Oh, nice, nice. What engine are you using? What languages are you using? Yeah, but anyway, this is what I wanted to use declarative stuff for, so I don't actually execute stuff, but it would give a way to like show where this comes from. But maybe I can implement just the first part of this. And get things working. You simplify this step, you don't raid anymore? Yeah, but it's more like I have the spiel when people raid me and I just don't remember how to do it. I do raid other people very rarely, but usually it's just my friends when they're online and people I know in real life. You also made game bots for Pokemon. That's true. That's true. I use computer vision to automatically play Pokemon. And hopefully, when does Pokemon ZA release date? Oh shit, it's coming up. It's a month away. What is this picture? It's someone trying to be a Mega Lucario, I guess. But yeah, when this comes out, hopefully we'll have new Pokemon automation because it's been a while since we've done any Pokemon automation. But oh shit, Borderlands 4 came out literally yesterday. Damn, I should play that at some point. JD Does Dev says, I was mainly wasting time because I didn't want to do too much before going out of the country for work. Ah. Yo, same. I also need to not do too much before I leave the country. I mainly do PHP/Drupal. Currently work for a company that keeps post end of life open source software secure. Oh. Do you work for shit, what's that company? There's one that's like super popular for this. Active State? Is that the one? I don't know. Orma says you still can't beat Arceus? Yeah, that final battle is really tough. Have you seen the Pokemon Animal Crossing? It's called Pokopia. I have not. Easy Light. Hero Devs. Ah, I have not heard of that one. That's cool. Zithri says, are we 1v1ing Docker today? Sort of. We already won, so now we're doing something else. Maybe we start with just this first bit and like It'll grow more later. We're done for today. That's why we're doing something else. Oh, what an MOTD. Shit. I've been clickbaited. I will never emotionally recover. No. I believe in you, Zithrius. Yeah. We're a pretty big deal. Actually just took on older versions of Python recently. Ah. So you've probably heard of this project then, right? It's me. I'm Dead Snakes. But man, backporting security fixes to older Pythons sucks ass. So good luck with that. I don't even bother trying to backport security fixes. But anyway, Snicks. Fallen Learn says, I like Docker, although it stresses me out. I tried to use it as a development environment for a Rails project and I failed. Most likely a skill issue, but I'll blame Docker for my frustrations. I actually sort of agree with you. Like, I feel like Docker is good for running ancillary services to what you're working on, but it makes actual development environments a lot more of a pain in that, like, you kind of want your editor to interact directly with your code. You kind of want to be able to use your debugging tools directly. And having to like go through a containerization layer to do that can be a real pain in the butt. But it is nice for like, you know, running a database and then you do it and it just sort of works. But I find that like the app that you're actually working on, Docker just makes it more work rather than less work. Unless you're in some like really crazy weird situation where you need very specialized software available and then like installing that on your system kind of sucks. But shrugs. It was me, Barry. I was the one who created Dead Snakes. Yeah, sure it was. Yeah, you can post links. It's a programming chat, so links are just kind of normal flow and behavior here. Oh, maybe I have seen this because this seems really familiar. This seems really familiar. But this also just seems like very similar to Tidelift. Yeah. Neat. Cool. I'd rather ask than just spam. Yeah, that makes sense. The Devil Kid says, do you remember when you had a Docker issue that was caused by the host environment that took you days to debug? I do remember that. In fact, I made a YouTube video about it. What was the bug? It was like some weird kernel extension thing. How can an identical Docker image produce different results? Yeah, it was this one. It was that one. Someone from Hero Devs DM'd me on LinkedIn the other day. Oh, neat. Hopefully it wasn't anything bad. Right. Right. Yeah, but I feel like this is not that useful on its own. But maybe adding more stuff to it later will be useful. Looks like my clock is off. Fuck. It is. It is indeed off again. Oh, is that not the one I wanted? Date and time, there we go. Stupid thing gets unchecked. Is congratulating me on becoming a core dev, presuming wanting to recruit you. Ah, nice, nice. I guess it's not the worst, but maybe we try and make running declarative because I think that will well, maybe we don't do it at all. Jane Street has sent literally half dozen different recruiters trying to recruit me, so it's definitely better than that. Oh my god, yeah, Jane Street is super aggressive. Super aggressive. What's the other one I've been dealing with that's really fucking aggressive? Let's see. Who was it? Figma has been pretty aggressive. Figma balls. What is the other one? My god, I have so many emails. What? This one's wild. Hi, Anthony. Reading that you've been a staff engineer since 2022. No, I was... Wait, this is crazy. Their footer says, I'm a recruiter that takes pride in helping others find the job of their dreams, but their fucking email is AI generated. Obviously not enough pride. Damn, what was the... There's apparently not as aggressive as I remember, because I can't find any other emails in my trash. Weird. Anyway, there's a couple companies that are super annoying. Musa's. Oh, JD's heading out. Well, thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. Appreciate you raiding. Zithir says, I've received some of the most cringe emails from recruiters of startups. They just don't know how to talk. Yeah. Also, some use like 100% API. Get my job experience completely wrong. Yeah. Space Barrier says, hi, Anthony. Congrats on the mustache. I mean, it's something. It's something. It's something. Is it itchy? Yeah, I fucking hate it. I want to shave it off. Depends how annoying it'll get. Usually there's like a phase where it's annoying and then it gets less annoying, but it hasn't gotten less annoying yet, so I don't know. It might not stay there for long. Let's see. Grep dash n grep dash e get grep. Yeah. Dash r. Oh, other way around. 2 1. And then text editor. It's less itchy when you hydrate it. I mean, I've done that, but it's not working. Ormus says, with Arceus, some of the time my timing is just off, but I can reach the 3rd stage after the Pokemon battle, I just instantly die. Oh. So one thing with the Arceus fight is that as you dodge roll, you get some invincibility frames. So as long as you dodge roll at the right place, there's actually very little that is that actually hits you. Like there's a very short window that it actually hits you. Tumu, thank you for the follow. Welcome, or Tumu. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Found the Docker funny. Wait, what was this clip? Stop it. I forget this clip. Oh, this VM was tiny. How did I clean up 47 gigs? Yeah. Yeah, like the disk is only 40 gigs. So I don't, anyway, that was a fun one. I forgot about that. Shmuel says, at work we use Docker to run Python scripts for clients. We just updated the Debian base image and I spent 20 hours fixing a bunch of Docker issues and I'm still not done. Oh no. Fun? Fun? Compression? Maybe? I just assumed that it probably looked at the disk usage of some volume mount and like that was to the host machine and so it did something funky from that. Z standard compression probably, right? Oh, you also found the Cloudflare one? Yeah. Yeah, this was a wild one. Remember this one? We opened up Cloudflare. Cloudflare.com. And it was just some like just some random spam site. And then I immediately checked my Cloudflare sites because I was like, I don't, mine's not fucked. Yeah, that was a real cursed day. Maybe this doesn't have to be completely declarative, but you look so different than the past Anthong. Yeah, I'm getting fucking old, man. I'm getting fucking old. Just don't get old man skill issue. Yeah. I lost weight too. I mean, I've gained and lost weight over the years, it's true. Probably the mustache. I don't think that's it, but it is certainly something. Foster says, I wrote a GitHub action that automatically generates doc strings for Sphinx on PRs and commits to the main branch. I think you would hate it. Yeah, what? What's the point? If your doc strings are generated, why even commit them? What's the point? What is even the point? They're generated with Claude Code. So this says, another, what was the end result of the MyPy Sentry stuff from yesterday? I remember you going, ugh, this is going to be hard after hitting a certain error. So a couple of things spun out of that. One is this type shed thing. Which is a pretty significant regression. Which is gonna break like half the fucking test suite of yeah. But this will fix those at least. There was another issue where Pydantic had an incompatibility. Oh, I don't even know where their goddamn thing is. Pydantic had an incompatibility, and I saw this morning. Yeah, good fucking luck with that, dude. I saw this morning that that this got backported and then released, and I already tried to add it to internal PyPI, but obviously no one's reviewing PRs on a Saturday, and I shouldn't be doing work on a Saturday, but I went to do my chess puzzles and I saw this. So this will fix the breakage with Pydantic. Django stubs, on the other hand, I think I'm gonna have to patch out several things in our fork because these are just fucking super broken. Like I can fix this one, this error. I can't fix this one without the plugin being smarter. I might have to actually fix the plugin. This one, I think the entire idea is just wrong. But I need to look into that. Najib Moha, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, those are most of them. And then I have to annotate a shit ton of stuff because of, I don't even know why. I don't know why. Something in the latest MyPy version changed how var annotated works. Obviously not these. These are super old. And nothing seems to mention it, but actually I'm pretty sure I have an example of this. Was it this one? I think this one might actually be fixed now. So I was thinking about this last night as I was falling asleep. So I think I just do this. It should. Yeah, why does it allow any? Okay, maybe this isn't fixed then. Where does it get any from on this at all? Parents, color, targets. TP is find all. Maybe find all is any. Okay, this is not what I was thinking of, but there's some regression with okay, maybe it wasn't the one I was thinking of. Fuck. I don't know, but there's something that's going to require me to annotate the entire, like a whole bunch of shit in the entire code base, so I got to figure that out somewhere. But anyway, that's mostly what came out of that. The new version of Pydantic was released. I think you couldn't upgrade though. Oh yeah, the Pydantic 2 had our fix, but Pydantic 1 had not backported it yet. Basically the rules: you don't write doc strings yourself. You now have a Sphinx docs page that just auto updates. Yeah, but why not just do that in the generated docs and not in your source code? Hey, Mustack, hello, how you doing? How was your week? It was okay. SMH working on a Saturday? Yeah, SMH my head, yes. Formic acid GD says Docker, I barely know her. True, true. Down the rabbit hole, yeah, that's most of what everything is always anyway. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway. W all, no. It just says, if I ask, in pre-commit languages Ruby, I see LRU cache max size 1. What's the goal, intention, benefit? It just means that this never gets recomputed. I could have also written functools.cache and its equivalent. But this actually pre-allocates a larger cache, if I remember correctly. I know sys.getSizeOf is a bad thing that doesn't actually help you, but let's see, functools. I think we actually need a function. I don't know where it stores its stuff. It's stored in a local, so you have to actually look at the implementation. Silent, thank you for the resub with Prime at 6 months. That gets you a fancy new badge. I hope you're doing well, and I appreciate your continued support. This is the pure-lib version. I'm actually using the C version, but I'm pretty sure the implementation is the same. Maybe it doesn't pre-allocate anything. Shrugs. Anyway, the whole point is that it's a cache, and Yeah. Defcan Game says, what do you think? Should I go for a mini PC? Like, or find an old Dell HP and reuse that for Plex/other stuff at home? I recently, not sponsored, I recently purchased a mini PC that I'm very happy with. Fuck, I'm not logged in. I don't remember what it was called, so now I have to log in. Oh. I hate these websites that don't have, what are they called? Fucking security key support. Gotta go to the goddamn thing. What was it called? PC. This one. I recently purchased this, and I'm very happy with it. It is a fanless, completely silent computer. Admittedly, I only use it to run my TV. But it has like decent port support and like HDMI outputs, and it's very quiet and does what I need it to do, and it doesn't get too hot, which is cool. These graphics look hilarious, but I don't know. It depends on what you want to do with it. Amir, hello, welcome. Try not to build something at home the way I built those AI clusters work. Yeah. In my mind, a max size of 1 meant recompute every time. No, it's gonna store at most 1 value, not at most 0 value. But yeah. Particular Pythonic says I got 4 Beeling GK45s for $100 this week. I don't know what those are. Beeling GK45. I assume this is a small machine too. Oh, they look like Mac Minis. It's probably their their goal is to look like a Mac Mini. Neat. It seems like a good deal. Depending on where you live, the energy draw is probably the primary concern. Yeah. It looks a little too close to a Mac Mini. That's exactly what I was thinking. Emma has to head out. Well, thank you for stopping by, Emma. Good to see you as always. Get Gover says, Joel, why are you fighting Docker? No, I'm not fighting it anymore. We won. We won. We're fighting it because of cgroups. It doesn't get too hot, which is cool. Yeah, exactly. They put the power button on the right spot at least. Yeah, mine sits nicely on a ledge behind my TV and works pretty well. But anyway, we are done for today. That's why we're doing something else. Yes, precisely. But I don't know. Do I want to start on this? I have not very much time. I have like 15 minutes. So maybe we won't start on this today. Because I gotta go. I gotta leave. I gotta get ready for a party. I made cookies last night. Or I guess I should say my girlfriend and I made cookies last night. And they're pretty good. They're the fuck is the word? Why cannot think of gingerbread, but with chocolate dipped for half of them. They're pretty good. Party time is true. Yeah, I really how is this word pronounced? I've never heard it pronounced out loud. The lead? The lead. I really buried the lead there. Man, I've never heard that word pronounced out loud. Really snuck that one in there, yeah. But because of that, they're gluten-free and vegan, so they were different. They were not a type of cookie that I've ever made before, so and she didn't want to stream it, so that's why we didn't stream it. But anyway, we're into Python. We don't know what that GF word is. Gluten-free, right? What a cookie policy, says Shahar. Yeah, exactly. But yeah. Anyway, I don't think we're gonna be able to start and finish anything in 10 minutes, so I guess this will just be a short stream for today. Because I gotta run and I don't want to start and stop stuff. And we sort of talked about what I want to do here. But it looks like most of these cases are going to be pretty straightforward and simple. Oh, Cassie, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, let me do my little spiel. My name is Anthony. I upload educational videos to my YouTube channel at youtube.com/anthonywritescode. I gotta record a video because I'm not gonna be here next week. So I gotta figure out a video for you for next week. Yeah. But go subscribe here. This is where I upload educational content. If you missed any part of the stream, those will end up on the second channel, anthonywritescode-vods, where yeah, this is a shit post. This is a 30-minute shit post. Where I upload stream VODs and occasionally shit posts, I guess. So go subscribe there as well if you missed any part of the stream. And join the Discord. Thank you, DDelps and Woosa, for posting links. Appreciate it. But thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you around in the future. Have a good one, chat. Peace.